broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the van. Legacies.
On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah, on Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. Yeah. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah, on Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah.
Oh man, happy Tuesday, or the second Monday of the month, depending on how you, or the week, depending on how you look at it. Hope everybody's doing great out there. Thank you for being here with me tonight. I appreciate it very much. We're going to talk about AlienEarth. We're going to talk about some Predator Badlands. And then I've got some special hand-picked, cherry-picked, max-picked Jordan stories. Nobody can ever get enough Jordan stories. So we've got that going on. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead, do player a favor and hit that subscribe, like, share notification. That way you don't miss out on anything that I got. And when I put it out, boom, you're right there. But before I get off in the weeds, no pun intended, big shout to grassrootskc.com. Use code MAX10. Save yourself some green on some green, baby. You know what I mean? Huh? Ha Jigga. What's my motherfucking name? Yes. Save yourself some money. Use code MAX10. No minimum purchase. 110% money back guaranteed. You know you're going to get you some anyway. Hook some players up. I don't make anything on this. This is family, but I'm not involved directly in the business. So, just another plug. But I plug what I believe in, what I've tried, and what I know. And I'm telling you, you're not going to go wrong. You're not going to be disappointed. Grassrootskc.com. Use code MAX10. No minimum order required. We ship to every state, planet, galaxy, universe, realm. You name it, we do it. So use that code. But wait till after we're done with the show. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. 100%. No lie. No cap. I watched the first episode because I was indisposed and I did not have an opportunity to go and watch all of it as of yet. But I got the first episode down. I was real happy with it. I think it's one of those shows thus far that you can't not pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? You've got to be engaged and involved, and you've got to be locked in to see everything and not miss anything and understand what's going on, because it's more than just aliens or Predator or a combination of both, or everything being trying to tie it in into one. There's a lot of stuff going on, and if you're not paying attention, you're gonna miss it. I'm just being honest with you. But so far, the first episode, awesome. Nothing but good things to say about it. And real quick, so you guys know, it's an interactive show. Anybody and everybody's always welcome to come on whenever they want. You just let me know, hit that, leave me a comment, drop a comment, and I'll send you a link. Just like that, baby. That's how we do it, gang. You know what's up. So what I'm going to do first is we're going to play some clips, some trailers of the AlienEarth. That way you're familiar with it. If you're not already, you will be. And then, like I said, I've given you my take on the first episode that I have watched. I thought it was excellent. I loved it. And I'm really looking forward to the second one when I get a chance to watch it, once we're all done with the live here. There we go. So let's look at a preview here, a couple trailers. This one looks to be, this is the extended final trailer. And let's go to, we're not going to watch a 26-minute one. Where's let's watch the official trailer first. Let's go there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How's our girl?
She's ready.
You're gonna be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special.
I wish I was special.
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast. We're strong. We don't break.
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe.
Monsters. Invasive species. Predatory.
If we don't lock them down, it will be too late.
Not bad, right? Yeah. And a lot of that was the first episode. So you gotta check it out. I'm telling you. Let's look at this. Where's that? One what? Final trailer. I thought that I'd seen one. Here we go.
If I'm not human, what am I?
Did you even think about it?
5 different flavors of Predator or Alien.
Did you think
Collected specimens. 5 new life forms from distant planets. Monsters.
We don't lock them down. It will be too late.
Collision imminent. Impact in 4, 3, 2.
AlienEarth is the story of a whaling Yutani ship collecting species from around the galaxy that crashes on the planet Earth. But it crashes on the property of a different corporation, the Prodigy Corporation, which is run by a billionaire named Boy Cavalier, who is trying to create the first transhuman hybrid.
You're going to be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic. What makes them geniuses is the fact that they're children.
This ship finds something on a faraway moon. Monsters.
Set this one on Earth, so the stakes are high. If this animal gets free, it's a much bigger problem.
All of the creatures, they're this mix of sci-fi and horror.
When aliens come to our planet, we realize they're really the thing of nightmares, which we're going to get people.
This is really good, suspenseful horror storytelling. It's going to be a thrill ride. Noah's basically gone, how far can I push this? Get chased by the alien, feel the fear, horror that we all felt when we watched those amazing original films.
Are there going to be dead bodies?
Don't think about that.
The hero
Not
is
gonna
a character
spoil
named
it.
Wendy, a 12-year-old girl who finds herself in a synthetic adult body. She's been separated from her family as part of this secret project that the Prodigy Corporation has done.
There you are. With Wendy, you start out with a feeling of innocence, and you see cracks begin to form in what she thinks is a safe and beautiful world that she's been given. And what she does with that, what fights she decides to take up, and which ones she decides to leave behind. And God forbid you try and stand in her way.
Wendy has a brother out there, human brother, and she's determined and desperate to save him.
I found you.
This whaling Yutani spaceship has crashed into a Prodigy building. I'm part of a team that responds to the crisis.
It turns out it's not just a rescue mission, that this is actually a very dangerous ship filled with these hostile creatures, and they go in unprepared for that.
What I find interesting, I'm thinking about a show that's called Alien. If this thing over here is an alien, what does it mean to be human? The closer you sort of zoom into that question, the more complicated it becomes, particularly in a world in which we're now able to create intelligence that's artificial.
You want to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
We have combined this story of humanity facing this existential threat, both from biological monsters and from synthetic artificial intelligence, which always raises the question, does humanity deserve to survive?
I want what's on that ship.
This show, really, it's a character study. What does the pressure of having not just one alien, quite a few, what does that do to them as human beings? How do they behave?
Brother, come on. Can't leave us like this.
I'm not your brother.
The show is huge, and it's going to be something people are going to have to really sink their teeth into. This strange, exciting, and scary world.
I want the audience to feel everything, dreading what's going to come around the corner, hair rising up on the back of their neck.
You want to give the audience that feeling they got from the original Alien. When you go to bed afterwards, it's very hard to sleep.
So far, like I said, I'm not going to give up any spoilers, nothing like that. But a lot of that you get to see in the first 2 episodes, which They're on Hulu. If you have Hulu, no problem. And it's also on Disney Plus. So that's where it's available to be seen right now. And then let's take a look at this Predator Badlands. It looks really good to me. We'll take a couple peeks of that, the official trailer first. But before we get to that, excuse me, let me just say thank you once again for being here. I appreciate you very much. It means a great deal to me to be able to have an audience, and I greatly, once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much. Now, one thing I will say so far, just like he said, I'm still thinking about that first episode, and I'm very excited to watch the second one. And you know what? It's well worth it. It's complex, it's complicated, it makes you think, it keeps you engaged, locked in, and it's super entertaining. And if you're a fan of the Alien franchise or the Predator franchise or a combination of both, you won't be disappointed. I promise you. My Predator and Alien standards are very high, you see. So this checks all the boxes just the way they should be in regards to the franchises, I'll say. And I can see where it's going to parallel. I'm not going to give anything away, but I could kind of envision what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's take a look at Badlands, and then we're going to pivot to 4 stories. 4 stories. You guys are going to love them, though, I promise. 4 stories. Maybe you know a couple of them, but you might not know a couple of them either. But we'll get to that here in a second. Let me add this back up, take myself back down to small size. Oh, I can go right here. Nice. All right, so let's look at the official trailer first.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe. You're after a creature that can't be killed. The definitive apex predator. I could help you. Well, good luck with your journey. Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey. We might not be alone in this hunt.
Yeah, looks dope. Looks dope. And I know there was one more trailer, the final trailer. Yeah, there we go. Let's look at the final trailer for Badlands, and then we're going to move on. All right, here we go, guys.
So this is your first hunt. And you've come to the most dangerous planet in the universe.
Go big or go home, baby.
after a creature that can't be killed. The definitive apex predator. I could help you. Well, good luck with your journey. Here, you're not the predator. You're the prey. We might not be alone in this hunt. I didn't think you survived. You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I like what I see. I'm excited about it. Big fan of the franchise, always have been, and I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me. Raspy voice. A little bit of change in the old climate here in the Midwest, here in Kansas City. So, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch this other episode. You know what else I'm excited about? To get some new subscribers. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. It's, I believe it's red in color. Could be a different color, but it's marked subscribe. So, oh yeah, hit it. Here's the channel, my channel. And one of my favorite things, of course, basketball, but listening to stories from players of the past. And if you go to my playlists, you can find them. You know, some of the other individuals that I worked with in the past. And let me get in here and see what we got.
So, Max, we got to talk about
Here's one.
year you spent with the Sonics. You mentioned Gary Payton earlier. I think you said Gary Payton's a bitch ass, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
obviously. What was your relationship like when y'all were teammates together on the Sonics?
Yeah.
And what's that relationship like now?
Well, I knew.
This is a story that you may or may not know about Gary Payton and Vernon Maxwell. And Vernon Maxwell is one of the best storytellers in sports. So if you don't know the story, you're about to know it. It started from the beginning. Check it out. And then, excuse me, we'll see. I'm going to play you one more for sure. And then if you guys want to hear two more, they're well worth the wait. And I don't mind doing it. So we get it on. But here we go.
So, Max, we got to talk about year you spent with the Sonics. You mentioned Gary Payton earlier. I think you said Gary Payton's a bitch ass, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
obviously. What was your relationship like when y'all were teammates together on the Sonics?
Yeah.
And what's that relationship like now?
Well, I knew, and his homeboys knew when I got there. They was telling me, man, you know, watch this motherfucker now. You can't say everything this motherfucker like you say these other motherfuckers now, because this nigga's different. You know, because I smoked that grass with his boys, you know. I smoked that goddamn good marijuana with his boys, and they used to hang around me a lot, so they got to really
Good
know.
marijuana.
They used to tell him, man, watch this motherfucker right here now, because he ain't gonna be playing with you, man. So you can't say all this crazy shit you say. So one day in practice, we was just practicing and shit, and we were me and Shaman Williams,
My God.
Yeah, motherfucking gym rat.
Yeah, he can play.
Stay in that motherfucker. Had all this.
Everything. That's where I got my shit from. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so he had it all, and we was fucking Gary and Brent Barry up. Like I always say, white boy never got me.
Right.
You know, fuck, I don't put no goddamn
lunch money.
I
got to have you.
You and Larry Bird felt the same way. For respect.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but and then so we're practicing. Shaman, we going at him. He got the ball one time. Shaman pressing his ass. 94. You know, Shaman don't drink, don't smoke, tip top shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just love gym rat, being that motherfucker 2-3 in the morning. I mean, and he up there picking up Gary. Gary looked back and got the ball and just turned around and just knocked the shit out of this man. Bust him in his shit, bust all this shit off. He was, Mom, oh shit. I was like, oh man, don't fuck my young. And that was my rookie. You know, bust his shit all over me. He's bleeding all between his fingers and shit all through and shit coming all through, all over the floor. It pissed me off, man. I mean, it pissed me off so bad. I was mad as hell. I really wanted to hurt that boy. Because first of all, a young black man coming in the league. You know, that damn man. I mean, show the man how, you know, show him and help him.
Yeah.
And don't. You ain't got to do that. So Shaman, we cleaned it up and told Westfall, I said, hey, I'm telling you right now, I got this motherfucker. I said, I got this motherfucker. And I said, if this motherfucker touch me, I'm finna whoop his ass. And that's what I said, it just like that. I'm gonna whoop his ass. And you know, Gary, he knew me. He knew what I was about though. But see, that nigga, he do that too much.
Yeah.
Them niggas out there, they don't really want to do nothing. He just talk and talk. And you know, I know about these niggas from the streets. You know, so and he just told Coach Westfall, oh shit, I got him. And I said, okay, yeah, you get me. If you touch me, motherfucker. I said, I'm finna whoop your ass. I'm gonna show these niggas what kind of nigga you is in this motherfucker today. So I said, I got the ball and I just drove. I drove to the basket and the nigga kind of like mistakenly tripped me and shit. And I was like, didn't I tell you I got up off the ground? That nigga, he was looking like that because he knew. And I just ran in there and just hit him with all a bunch of motherfucking blows. He pulled his shit over his head, flung him down in front of the motherfucking owner and the general manager in Westfall and was finna sit in his chest and beat him some more. And then they knocked me off. His boy Chuck Person knocked me off him and shit. And Horace Grant was my guy. And Horace Grant, you know, he kind of got me in. We were going in the locker room, nigga, he all busted up, swole up. We was going in the locker room and they told me to leave the facility. I told the motherfucking white folks, I ain't going no motherfucking where. Why in the fuck I'm gonna leave? I'm gonna do every goddamn thing I normally do when I go in there, sit in the motherfucking steam, go sit in me a cold bath, and I'm gonna go take me a motherfucking shower, and I'm gonna leave out this bitch like I always do. So he thought I was gone. And he was in the locker room talking to Chuck in the back of the locker room. So when I walked in the locker room, that nigga, you could see he was shook. Motherfucker stood up and then he was like, oh, he threw a chair. He threw the chair at me. I said, man, I'm gonna beat his ass some more. And then that's when they grabbed me. And then, you know, motherfucker, I was so mad. Our locker room was here and the weight room was here. And I bust a motherfucker upside the head with a weight. So I got my hand on a 5-pound dumbbell weight. And he was trying to come out through the door of the locker room. And I was the damn dumbbell trying to bust him upside the goddamn head while he all bust up. And then end up hitting Horace Grant on the damn shoulder with the motherfucking 5-pound dumbbell, and Horace was out about 2 weeks and shit.
Damn.
And it was just a lot of crazy shit went on that day. Just a lot of crazy shit, man. So, but yeah, I just didn't like what he did to my boy, man. So I had to handle his ass. And he went on TNT and lied too. Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. Nigga, you went on TNT and lied, told Kenny, Charles, Jack, Ernie that you beat my ass, nigga. That's a lie, nigga. Hey, Gary, I don't even do this shit no more, nigga. But I swear to God, I'll beat your motherfucker fat ass. You big gut motherfucker. You better stop talking so much, dude. 'Cause if I see you, dude, it'll be on, dude.
So we need a mediation. I think we're gonna try to get that mediation
all
together.
That's right. Fuck all that. I don't need
We're
that.
talking about people.
Yeah.
Don't be spreading lies out here, man.
That's right.
I'm with it.
Yeah,
Listen, man. See, me and Vernon say that, man. Don't bother nobody, but listen, man, don't be out here spreading false narratives out here, man.
False and shit.
Yeah, narratives out here with people, man. That's all.
That's important. Well, Vern, we appreciate you pulling up. We're gonna move on to Mostly Fans, our last segment of the show.
That was a good one. One of my favorite. The Kobe story. I'll wait on that one. Here's a quick Byron Scott story about Michael Jordan. Here's a good one. Check this one out. You'll like this one.
Give me your best Michael Jordan story.
Michael Jordan story. You guys remember Anthony Peeler?
Yes.
Okay, so
out
we got
Missouri, right?
Out of Missouri.
Yeah.
So we got Chicago Bulls coming in town, and unfortunately, I got a sprained ankle. And so.
Did you say fortunately?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I enjoy guarding Mike because he was, the one thing I did with Mike is I never got him pissed off. He make a shot, you say, "Good shot, Mike." You don't talk trash to him so he can go off for 60. You try to kill him with kindness.
Yeah.
You don't try to talk trash to him. So they're getting off the bus. We're done with shoot around and we're walking out. And MJ says, "B. Scott, what's going on?" I said, "What's up, MJ?" He said, "Man, I hear that you're not playing tonight." I said, "No, I sprained my ankle." He said, "Who's guarding me?" I said, "Anthony Peeler." He said, 50. So I told Anthony Peeler, "Listen, MJ, he's probably gonna go for about 50 tonight on you. So just don't piss him off. Just be cool." He ended up with 54. So the man could do basically whatever he wanted to do on that basketball court.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings
And then-
on Audience.
One you definitely probably don't know about.
Here's the story about how Metta World Peace, or as we all know, Ron Artest, broke Michael Jordan's ribs. Now, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I lost my voice. It's the reason I haven't been posting videos. I wasn't even sick, but yeah, I just lost my whole voice, so stick with me. This is a really good story. I think you guys will enjoy it. But in the 2001 article and scrimmage, an article written June 25th, 2001 by Sam Smith, it claimed that MJ's rib injury actually occurred in a fight with Ron Artest. MJ versus Ron Artest in a fight. Comment down below who'd win, because Metta World Peace or Ron Artest, that man was crazy. On the other hand, MJ was also pretty crazy, but he didn't really get in fights like Ron Artest. But anyway, that's besides the point. Let's get on to the story. Artest denied that they were in a fight, but apparently on that day of the scrimmage, it was said that Jordan was in full trash talk mode that exact day. He'd been telling Anthony Walker of the Celtics to count on 4 losses to the Wizards next season, and he was hitting jump shot after jump shot in the face of Artest and taunting Artest at the same time. And apparently it was getting personal. The story is that Artest stayed back in the lane, and then when Jordan came in the next time, Artest grabbed him and slammed him to the floor. That's supposedly where the ribs were broken. Artest is also said to have thrown a punch afterwards, but this is false, and I'm here to say why. Sam Smith, if he's still writing, that man about to get fired, because there's no actual footage of what happened, but according to Ron Artest, this is what really happened, and Michael Jordan never came out and said that they got in a fight. So I really believe what Ron Artest says here, and this is his version and his story on how he broke his idol's ribs.
We had an incident, me and Jordan. When
I remember you broke his ribs.
Yeah, we was in Chicago in the summertime playing pickup basketball. At that age, when I sense that somebody's better than me, I go into my street mode. So when I got a chance to play against Mikey, immediately I'm like, I don't give a rat's ass. He's just as crazy as I am. He scored every single time. And I got tired of him scoring. So he was holding me, and I knew if I let him touch the ball, he's going to score. So I cannot let him touch it. So he was holding me, and I moved his arm out the way, and I hit him in the ribs by mistake. And that was like one of the worst days of my life as a basketball player.
He went down, and they.
No, he didn't go down. Jordan was crazy. I hit him in the ribs. He holds his ribs. He takes about 5 seconds, then it's his ball, and he ends the game on the jumper, and he walks off. That's Michael Jordan, man.
Wow.
Michael Jordan.
All right, now let's get a few things out of this story. Number one, MJ averaged 23 points that season, his lowest after he broke his ribs. Now, when you think about that, he was really old. This is his time at the Washington Wizards, around 37, 38 years old, still averaging 23. Meta says, had he not had broken ribs and actually had a summer to work out, he would have averaged at least 30, which is pretty crazy for a 37-year-old.
While taking off 3 months from a rib injury, he would average 35. He would average 35. He was so good.
The second thing is, Meta World Peas, he must be pretty strong because obviously being physical and all that, we know Meta to be one of the most physical and most determined players, especially on the defensive end. That guy was crazy, kind of like Dennis Rodman. In fact, that's who he compares himself to. In saying that, another crazy thing about this story is it really shows MJ's mentality. He broke his ribs. Now, I don't know if any of you have ever had broken ribs, but broken ribs is one of the most painful injuries that one can have. Obviously, there are other injuries that are worse, but broken ribs are seriously really, really painful. When you take deep breaths, it hurts. When you press on the ribs and that area, it hurts. When you bend over or twist your body, it will hurt. So for Michael Jordan to win the game after he broke his ribs, I'm pretty sure that just shows his mentality and determination to win a game. And that's his mindset. He had to win everything. So that's the story. Let me know down below what you think about this story. The time that Ron Artest broke MJ's ribs. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool story. That's why I wanted to share it on the channel. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. If you're new around here, I know you want more NBA content. Hit that subscribe button. And new NBA merchandise coming soon. The whole Nick Smith merch is getting a revamp. It's going in a more NBA direction. We're going to have some dope merch. We're going to have some funny merch, all NBA related. My goal is to have one of the best NBA stores out.
And that's Jared's, Jerds Sports. Good stuff. We got, let's see. We could do another story if you guys want to do another story. We heard Vernon Maxwell on Gary Payton. We heard Byron Scott on Jordan, and then we just heard Ron Artest on Jordan about the broken rib story. Let's do the Kobe. Let's do the Kobe story.
We got a little taste of some stuff with you and MJ. You got any stories with Kobe?
Oh man, yeah, man. Kobe, shit. I hate to tell this motherfucking story. God bless you, Kobe, man.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Damn, Kobe, man. He was in high school his senior year. I was with the Sixers back in, I think it was 95, 96, something like that. He was in high school with the Sixers, and John and Lucas bring him into practice with us and shit. So I was like, man, they got this young motherfucker. I done seen him. I see him over there at Lower Merion playing and shit. I'm watching him, on TV, and I'm watching him play. I'm like, yeah, he's tough. But damn, I don't think he ready for this damn grown man shit. That's what I thought when he walked in that motherfucking jail.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then, so we started playing, and he was playing, and I think it was me and Jerry Stackhouse. We were on the starting team with the Sixers, and Kobe just stole Kobe on the second team, and shit. And I'm guarding Kobe. Shit, I'm a 2 and he a 2. So shit, that motherfucker came at me. I said, pulled up on me. I said, oh my goodness, okay, this little motherfucker's for real. I said, this motherfucker, yeah. I said, so I gotta really strap up and check this motherfucker.
The weather's beginning to heat up. Spring is almost here, and I'm excited for spring cleaning. I love getting the opportunity to go through the closets and get all the old stuff out and get some new stuff. I'm also excited for odor in a new way. I add deodorant, and let me use Flow. The Mando Starter Pack Tube Deodorant, and 2 customers get 5 to over 40% code SMOKE at shopmando.com. Shopmando.com. Please support our dry and boost your confidence from head to toe with our guys at Mando.
So I was like, God damn, this motherfucker. So then I scrapped up the next time, probably not the next 2 times. He probably didn't do nothing, but he really had my ass beat. He could have did something. But I was glad that nigga, he was passive, because I think he was just trying to feel his way around the motherfucker, out there on the court. You don't
got that Cat Williams voice, don't he?
Right.
Playing all these
young
guys
too.
you watch see play on TV. So this motherfucker, then So I'm like, God damn. So he had me beat. He could have went on, took the shot, but he gave it up, made great passes. I said, damn, this motherfucker might have played. So then I tried to get physical with this motherfucker. And why did I do that? This motherfucker, he started putting my ass in that post and started talking and doing all that. I said, this motherfucker played just like Mike. And this one, he was in high school, man. This motherfucker was tough, man. He was so tough, man. And then he started coming downhill at me. Yeah, man, it was unbelievable, man. I couldn't do nothing with this motherfucker, man. But back then he wasn't talking shit. He was just killing niggas. Just killing. He just came down. He came down and gave me probably about 12 straight. John Lucas stopped and called timeout and asked me, man, when are you gonna guard this motherfucker, man? When are you gonna start guarding this motherfucker? This man, goddamn, I need to get to. So that's when I told Kobe Bryant. That's when I told Kobe Bean Bryant. I said, Kobe, I want to tell you something, son. I said, man, don't you touch no motherfucking college ball. Man, you come on. Goddamn,
it's time to go.
Ready, man. You ready, man.
Yes,
don't touch no man. I'm one of the better defenders in this motherfucker. And the way you did me today, man, I know I probably played. Come on, man. Come on to get your money, man. So, yeah, that's my story about Kobe, man. Much love, Kobe.
Wow.
Love you, boy. Yeah,
man. Rest in peace. I love it because I've heard that story before, but honestly, I didn't know you were. I just heard he went out there and did his thing. I didn't know you was guarding him, so he gave you all you needed.
I was part of that shit. They got me caught up in the motherfucking bullshit.
They got me caught up in the bullshit.
Oh man, gotta love the stories. Gotta love the stories. Well, guys, gals, all of you, I appreciate you all once again so much. I appreciate you guys being here. You make the best part of every day that ends in Y. Best part of my day. And real quick, I'll get in here for just a second. And quick plug to grassrootskc.com. Use that code on the bottom, that ticker. Save yourself 10%. Save green on green, baby. You know what I mean? You know, you're going to spend the money anyway. Might as well save you some of that money, put it back in your pocket. 110% guarantee, man. You're not going to go wrong. Never had a complaint ever from anybody. And like I said, if you don't like it, we'll give you money back, baby. We ship everywhere. Farm bill approved, etc. All legal as far as everybody needs to know on YouTube. And yeah, shit's fire. But yeah, AlienEarth, worth the watch. Check it out on Hulu and Disney Plus. Other than that, this is your boy, Mad Max. Gonna take us out with the Mad Max song and a little bit of visual to go along. Didn't mean to make a rhyme, but sometimes, we gotta make something up with your mind. Boom! That's what's up. So, thank you all again. None but love. It's your boy, Mad Max. This is the Mad Max song. Ain't nothing that Max can't fix, baby. This is the Jump Off Variety Show. Let's go.
On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah, on Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. Yeah. talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah, on Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown.